What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Excuse me. I'm still getting over this cold I had. But today we're gonna try to react to a DJ Ghost reaction, and guess who he's reacting to, man?
And I got the right Johnny this time. So look, bro, another reaction video, and I got the right Johnny this time. The reason why I say that, if y'all haven't seen the last one, I did one on Johnny. It was the Asian Johnny, which was still dope. But the only reason why I did an underbelly video on Johnny because I was expecting to get to him right here. You know what I'm saying? Ghost to Go channel, popping. Let me get 50K subscribers. We almost there.
While we're talking about that, WS channel, we're almost at 10,000. Let's get it. By the way, a lot of people have been telling me that they're not getting the notifications. If you see this video and you're subscribed, do me a favor, unsubscribe, refresh your YouTube app, go back to the channel, resubscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit all. I appreciate you.
70K. Forget the 50K, bro. We reach high. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all know this video finna be like at least an hour. Go get your popcorn. Your
Not
steak,
mine.
Whatever you use to relax. Your and your And let's kick it tonight, bro. Or today, because I don't know when I'm going to drop this video.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, we are too.
I'm ready.
Boys, hat is dustier than mine, huh? God, no, my shit's dusty.
I'm from Santa Fe Springs, Cantarana, that's southeast LA. In Whittier and Norwalk, we're the only neighborhood in two cities. We take up a section of Whittier and Santa Fe Springs. So we're the only gang in southeast LA that occupies two cities.
So it ends up being a big.
Hey. Is Underbelly somebody that's from LA, or is he somebody that's just infatuated with LA? Because all his videos and most of his interviews be with somebody that's from home, you know what I'm saying? Wherever it go, or whatever it is, I'm here for it. I even go on there. I'm keeping it 100. It's like platforms like these.
Yeah, we're a big gang. We came out in 1941. We used to be called Flood Ranch, but they changed the name because there was a lot of frogs right there by the river bottom. So they changed us to Cantarranas, which in English means singing frogs. And in my hood, you couldn't be from my neighborhood unless you had family members, maybe your brother, your sister, your dad, or your mom. If you didn't have nobody, no.
Bro, that's my first time ever. Understand this. You got people that call themselves the Bulldog. Oh, snap. It's about to die.
I saw this part already. I only saw the first, 2 minutes of this. Why would he just restarted it? That was funny, man.
The computer was about to die. But what I was saying, though, is you got people like the Bulldogs, the Fresnos. You got people calling themselves a wolf, a lion. It's like that, right? This is the first time in my life I ever heard somebody call themselves a frog, bro. What do frogs do? Leap? That means you running. What do frogs do? Besides, give people, warts and all that type of... Just by the name, I wouldn't have been from there.
So, shout out to DJ Ghost. Big Dog, you have an earring in your nose, homeboy. You wouldn't have been accepted to that water. Believe that. For DJ Ghost and others who aren't aware of Cantarranas, there have been throughout the history of that neighborhood extremely heavy dudes to come out of that neighborhood who were, that's all I'm gonna say, they were extremely heavy factors in California and other places, right? So be careful, earring nose. Nose ring.
I'm not even lying.
What kind of family members in the hood you couldn't get in? and that lasted till about '89. After that, went a little bit different way, somebody had created an action, you know, and what he did was we got at him and we let him know he wanted to get in the hood so bad, but he couldn't get in because he didn't have no family members. So one of the guys threw out there, okay, well, bring us 2 bodies and you can get in. Well, he didn't bring 2, he brought 5 in one weekend, you know.
That nigga's a crash out dummy. I be doing that, but I be doing that on my server, my GTA RP. You don't want to be from somewhere so bad to where you got to smoke somebody. You know what I'm saying? And if they big homies or wherever you trying to be from, tell you got to smoke somebody to be from here, bro, you stupid. For one, you're going to eventually get caught. Well, in today's time, you're going to eventually get caught. For 2, what if you smoke somebody and you bring her back and old boy be like, yeah, I know I told you to do that, but I changed my mind, bro. You can't be from the hood. Now you on the run for double murder. He said he brought back 5 bodies. I don't even know who Johnny is, but stop lying, bro. Let's keep it real. He bringing back 5 bodies. 5.
Bad, but he couldn't get in because he didn't have no family members. So one of the guys threw out there, okay, well, bring us 2 bodies and you can get in. Well, he didn't bring 2, he brought 5 in one weekend, you know. So we let him in, you know, so he broke that tradition, you know. And that's my homie.
Okay. Well, even though that still seemed kind of like cap to me, he said he bought 5 bodies back in a week. I thought he brought them all back at the same time. Like, ain't nobody living like that today in this world. And I ain't just talking about the U.S. I'm talking about period. Ain't nobody catching 5 bodies and bringing them back to the big homie in one day. Come on, man. Demonized. And I'm still trying to call cap on 5 in 1 week, bro. You catch ops slipping, but not that much.
Today, right now he's in Pelican Bay. He's doing like about 80 years. But he broke the tradition, you know, so that tradition was broken. Me, I didn't really agree with it due to the fact that, you know, I feel that if you know somebody for a long time, since, say, grammar school, they're most likely not to tell on you. But nowadays that you get people from other cities and stuff, there's no type of loyalty or, you know, camaraderie there, you know.
This is what people need to understand when they start gangbanging or before they start gangbanging. Oh, yeah, they said we a family, we a brotherhood, but when you start banging, bro, 10 times, not 9 times, 10 times out of 10, it's going to be 100 to 200 to 300 fools that's from that set that you don't even know, bro. Only OGs will be dead loyal to not snitch on somebody that they don't even know. Oh, he from my gang, so I ain't going to snitch on him. Shit ain't up in today's time. Everybody getting told on, bro. If you looking to join the gang just because you need a family.
So a lot of what DJ Ghost is talking about, obviously he's from a completely different era. You know, when Johnny's talking about his homeboy, did his homeboy bring back 5 bodies? And it's not literally he brought 5 bodies. It's not what happened. He caught 5 bodies, right? Is what he's saying. He caught 5 bodies over a weekend. I'm sure Johnny's talking about the early 90s or something maybe. And that was a completely different era. DJ Ghost is probably 33, 35 maybe at the most. And you can't compare what's happening now to what happened back then as far as how many active gang members were out on the streets, how many of them were out there shooting. It's different, man. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to DJ Ghost, but didn't he used to dress like I mean, I see he's hip hopped out now, but didn't he used to dress like a whole different stilo when he first came out? Wasn't his whole style different? So, you know, like I said, all due respect, Dave, but I kind of remember you dressing different. So I don't think DJ Ghost is really. We're not gonna mistake him ever as a gang expert.
I mean, you stupid.
Oh shit!
I hate seeing interviews like that, bro. I don't have nobody to turn to. So you turn to fools that don't even know you, don't care about you, send you on dummy missions. How you standing outside the dope spot with a burner? I
mean, I get the things that he's saying, man, but yeah, It's happened throughout history, man, where people, I mean, I can speak for myself. I felt that my parents didn't love me. I felt that nobody gave a damn about me when I was a very small child. And so I looked for love in the streets. I saw the homies, I saw the gang members as something powerful and something to aspire to be, because I would feel love, I would feel strength. I was a little ass kid when I developed those ideas. So again, this goes back to DJ Ghost not knowing the mindset of somebody. I don't know how he was raised, but especially like you're talking about a Mexican family in a barrio, and there may have been a lot. Well, Johnny has told the story a bunch of different times. There's a history of gangbanging in that family, and unfortunately, most raza, I can't say most, unfortunately, a lot of raza, it's generational, and I don't know what DJ Ghost comes from, what type of family, but it's obvious he comes from a different type of environment, mentality, and lifestyle.
Just in case somebody try to break in, and guess what? You're going to be the first one shot because you're the security. Like, I get it. I get gangbanging. I do. But as far as I'm doing it for a family types, I don't get that. The hardest bangers I know have families, bro, and I'm talking about their mom and their dad in the household.
I think I'm not the only one surprised by that statement, right? I think the majority of gangbangers come from broken homes. So to hear him say that the hardest gang members he ever met had a mom and a dad at home, what was their reason to get into a neighborhood or a gang if they had that nucleus family? He should ask them that, since he doesn't believe the family thing. People join a gang because they're lacking something in their life, in their heart, in their mind, and they feel that the gang will replace that.
I think that's some kind of excuse the world just be running with now.
But I've been from my neighborhood since the age of 13. I've had my teardrop. That was the first tattoo I got. I got it at 15 years old.
Where's the teardrop tattoo seen from?
Well, it didn't represent that I had been to prison for a few years because I was only 15 and I wanted it filled in. So it really represents when you do the deed, In other words, you take care of business. You put somebody in the dirt, So I earned my teardrop at 15 years old. And it's been on my face since then.
Of course, you can't take it off. You can't get it covered. Like, at 15 years old, I can't even imagine today me seeing a little fool like, bro, if you want to hang with me, you got to go smoke over on the corner right there. Having these kids crash out. And to keep it real, when it comes to like the 80s and the 90s, the OGs, I'm talking about the people that been crippin' since crippin' been crippin', the Bloods or whoever, bro. They subconsciously, like, led the youth in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Back then, they couldn't predict the cameras. A fight going down, people pulling out their phone, surveillance cameras. If you rob this place, you're going to get caught. The building across the street going to catch you robbing the Burger King, bro. So when they tell people to go out there and drill and do this for the hood, do that, that's because they was able to get away with it. They didn't have the cell phones like that. They didn't have the... But today, if you listening to anybody that tell you to do a crime, bro, they don't love you. They don't rock with you. You are not their homie. They just want you to crash out.
I was going to remove it, but my little girl, she's from my neighborhood. She's my homegirl. She told me, nah, that if I removed it, it wouldn't be me, So I left it on my face, and I went to prison, did 17 years.
Crash out. If you rocking with a female, not even, she said it was her homegirl. Somebody tell you not to get rid of that teardrop. Stop rocking with them, bro. Because everybody know what it means, especially when it comes to the prison system. These COs, these probation officers, parole officers, the board, when you try to go get parole, they know what that means. Bro can get that off his face, go to parole board, try to get parole. They won't tell him, well, that teardrop, like, we ain't paroling you because of that teardrop. But they stereotype, bro. You go up in there trying to get parole, what they gonna...
Where does DJ Ghost get his information from? If you have a life sentence, you're going to go before the parole board. If you have a determinate term, meaning, let's say 17 years, 20 years without an L, there's new things that just passed, right? But you're not seeing the board. You're doing your time. I agree with some of what DJ Ghost is saying as far as there's a different way, a different path other than gangbanging, right? That we need to break this mentality of, gangbanging is where it's at, especially nowadays, man. I don't agree with gangbanging is down because of cameras and because of cell phones. It's the mindset is different. It has nothing to do with cameras. If it had anything to do with cameras, then why are these dudes always flashing guns on IG? Why are these dudes flashing their guns and their money and all this and gangbanging on IG and Facebook? This is a completely different era. In the 80s, early 90s, you had people that were getting in shootouts in broad daylight, especially in LA, especially in South Central. You had people getting in running gunfights, in broad daylight in front of everybody. You had the Pomona Super Show in 1993. You had people in there that were videotaping. Somebody got convicted behind that. Videotaping shootouts that happened at that Super Show. So I always hear this whole, oh man, well, you guys had it better because there was no cameras and this and this and that. And it's like, well, why do you guys pull out all your guns on IG? How many guys have we seen get killed on IG? IG and cameras aren't the problem. It's people aren't as serious as they used to be. I also think that these phones and cameras, these phones and computers have opened up and expanded people's minds to where maybe before they would have chose a gang, but now they can see the world. Because before, all you knew was what was outside your front door. And if you lived in a bad area, that's all you saw. That's all you knew. That's what you normalized. And that's what you proceeded to be for the most part. Now, you can see the world in the palm of your hand. One of these right here. You can see the world. And you can understand that it's a whole lot bigger than the circumstances that you're in. But anyways.
I'll tell you. Yeah. Why don't you try back in 3 or 4 more years? Because what you did in the prison was not enough. That ain't even a real case. They see that thing on his eye like, bro, was a killer. We finna put him out in society.
Doesn't work like that.
Now, what if you didn't have a home girl and you got rid of the teardrop on your own, by yourself? You go to the parole board. They see all the good stuff you did in prison and you ain't got no teardrop. Go ahead and parole you. You got 8 years parole. Whoa. Females, man. I'm telling y'all be putting your whole life into them. Y'all be actually smoking other people for talking to your female. Y'all stop working. You want to, I don't get it, bro.
But I've been to juvenile hall, YA.
Not that bomb.
I've been to a place.
It was his daughter, Big Dog. I think you missed that part. So it's his daughter, he said. His daughter is his homegirl.
Basement juvenile camp 3 times, and I went to prison first time for 2 counts of kidnap, and I was picked up for 3 counts of murder and 4 counts of kidnap. They ended up convicting me of 2 counts of kidnap. They gave me 15 years. I did 7 out of that. Wow. Got out for a year, went back and did 7 more straight. Got out and then went back and did 4 more.
Bro.
Right now I just barely got off parole. So right now I'm doing all right, but.
So you just got out?
Yeah, I've been out for about 2 years now. But
he said he just got parole after the interview. He got drug tested, bro. It looked like he off something. If I was his parole officer and I seen his interview.
I don't know, man. It seems like DJ Ghost, Big Dog. I know your platform's huge. You got several channels. But I don't think you listen, man. I think you hear something and then you shut down and start going into, I'm in react mode. He just said he's off parole. Johnny's not going to get drug tested. He's off parole.
I want a drug test. The reason why he got out the first time, he did 7 years, got out, did 1 year, and went back and did 7 years. He did 7 years. He got out on parole. That 1 year was out. He violated his parole, so they sent him back for another 7 years to.
What the fuck? How do people? Where does this come from? This is the stuff where people, how does he think he caught a violation that was a 7-year violation? There's no such thing as a 7-year violation. He got out and got busted for another case. Let me see. Am I tripping? Or I mean, what is this dude talking about?
Smoking other people for talking to your female. Y'all stop working. You want to go. I don't get it, bro.
But I've been to juvenile hall, YA.
Not that bomb.
I've been to a placement, juvenile camp 3 times, and I went to prison first time for 2 counts of kidnap. And I was picked up for 3 counts of murder and 4 counts of kidnap. They ended up convicting me of 2 counts of kidnap. They gave me 15 years. I did 7 out of that.
Bro.
Got out for a year, went back and did 7 more straight. Got out and then went back and did 4 more.
Bro.
Right now I just barely got off parole. So right now I'm doing all right, you know, but.
So you just got out?
Yeah, I've been out for about 2 years now. But
He said he just got parole. After the interview, he got drug tested, bro. It looked like he off something. If I was his parole officer and I seen his interview, I want a drug test. The reason why he got out the first time, he did 7 years, got out, did 1 year, and went back and did 7 years. He did 7 years. He got out on parole. That 1 year was out. He violated his parole, so they sent him back for another 7 years to finish the remainder of his sentence. Because y'all heard him say he got 15 years. They dropped the murders. They only charged him with 2 kidnappings. The 2 kidnappings that they charged him with, he did 7 years, and he paroled. When you parole,
He did 7 years on his 15. He did halftime. He got day for day, completed his sentence. He probably had a year left on his term, and then he got out and caught another case. So how do you figure? Obviously, man, DJ Ghost, I don't know. You're probably good at other stuff, obviously, because you're very successful. But when it comes to California prison sentencing and doing time in California prisons, big dog, you're way, way, way off.
parole, that means you're going to have to do the rest of your time out on the streets. That's what parole means. We're supposed to keep you for 15 years, but we're going to let you leave in 7 years, and the other 7 or 8 years you're going to be on parole. So if you do anything, you're coming right back. That's why he was out for 1 year and went right back to finish that 7 years, bro, because his dumb ass did someone like stealing candy. Jaywalk. You can't do nothing when you on parole, bro, at all.
But I've been to the county here and there, you know. But the longest I did was 7 years straight. They had gave me 7 years with 80% for a 20 stack of crystal meth.
Damn.
They gave me 7 years for
7
that.
years for that.
Yeah, they were trying to strike me out, trying to give me a 25 to life
So you see, that was the second case, 7 years with 80%.
for a 20 bag of glass. I ended up having to take a deal for 6 years, 7 years with 80%. I did every 7. I did over till the last day. I was
Only
in there
'cause you
getting
Latino,
high.
bro.
I was in there stabbing people, you know. Went to the SHU program, and then that's when I got affiliated. You know, they took me to Sacramento. They took me sent a
He
pack.
say shoe program. To those of y'all that don't know, he don't mean actual shoes. Up in prison, the shoe is spelled SHU, meaning special housing unit. So basically, they just put you.
Special housing unit, huh? Special housing unit? All right, big dog.
But it's the whole, bro. They lock you up,
Oh, let's see.
solitary confinement. You can't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Come out looking like a werewolf, stinking. That's what he mean by the shoe.
Pack.
That is not what he means by the shoe. The security housing unit is the shoe. And you're going to get your showers 3 times a week. You're going to get yard every day in the shoe. Pelican Bay shoe, the yard is like 2 cells big, maybe. Concrete box, high, ugly gray walls. And then you have a metal grate up on the top. and then you have plexiglass over that. You have a little spot in one spot that has about this much where there's no plexiglass. You may get some sun there, more than likely not. Pelican Bay rains a lot, and there's a camera. But I don't get why people always want to put extras. You're gonna be stanking and all that. You're gonna be stanking if you lose your mind and then don't groom yourself. But there's rights. You know, you can't be. You know, the Eighth Amendment protects you from cruel and unusual punishment. And I'm happy that DJ Ghost doesn't have any clue about gangbanging, doing time, shoot time, and all that. That means he's had a life on the streets, and that's very commendable. But he should say that rather than try to make it seem like, you know, I'm cool. I really know what I'm talking about. You know, it's when we open up our mouth that we let people know if we're a fool or not.
To Sacramento to see if they could, you know, in other words, place me with these gentlemen. And I didn't have no photos with anybody in it.
Bro, close the window.
I didn't have no identifying marks. One thing about me is I never got any type of marks except this one where, you know, it affiliated me.
Bro, y'all doing this on the balcony because
Before he goes any further, we know, those of us that know, DJ Ghost, they're in downtown LA. He has a building in downtown LA. A lot goes on there. So maybe the front door was open, but they ain't on a balcony.
every video, and Underbelly my guy, even though I don't know him personally. Rock with his interviews, rock with it. Bro, that window is there's no way you leaving it open on purpose. Where are you at, bro? Is the backdrop hiding the city? Because they look like they're on the backdrop. Is he at the top of a building with no windows? I don't want to do he do that on purpose to make his videos look different? Do he got a button to make it sound like it's traffic in there? That'd be... Because it sound realer. I mean, it sound real, like this.
What?
The traffic.
You know, where they can see my body and say, well, that tattoo right there means something, you know. All my tattoos meant something. I got my daughter's names, my wife's name, and my frogs.
Yeah, a lot of frogs on the back.
Yeah, I wanted to earn my frogs, you know. I got 7 total, you know. In my hood, you had to earn them. If you didn't earn them...
I wanted to earn my frogs. I got 7 toads, though. Frogs and toads, y'all get the joke? He said, Mama, I got 7 total. I got 7 toads. Bro, who came up with why the mascot of their hood gotta be a frog, bro? That's what I don't get. Like, and I ain't dissing them, it ain't no disrespect, but damn. We got the eagles out here. We got lions, bears. What, is this a giraffe? Yeah, I ain't pick a...
He told you the story, big dog. There was a lot of frogs there. They sang at night. That's why they're cantarranas. Singing frogs, man. But like I said, I don't think he really listens.
I got the ghost. I ain't never seen nobody pick up. What do frogs do? For real. What do frogs do? What are they here for? I mean,
it's a stoner
we
question.
Think about ourselves. One of my little homies ended up getting 5 frogs on him. He didn't earn them, so they killed him like a week later.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
My
each
home.
frog signifies what?
Each frog represents a soul. Somebody's soul. Yeah. So once you get a soul, you can put it on your body. Yeah.
So you said
one of my
you
homies
get a
didn't
teardrop?
earn it, so they killed him. My other homie that earned, he had a triple murder. He put 3 frogs on him. This guy put 5. So the guy that had 3 killed the guy with 5 because he never earned them. Mainly, I was the one that used to find people that couldn't get 5.
I think this is being mature. Matter of fact, I know this is coming with maturity, bro. Gangbanging is crazy when you really think about it. About it, bro.
It is.
You gonna murder somebody because he lied about murdering somebody. He didn't say he smoked. Your cousin ended up dead and he was like, I did it. No, y'all from the same hood. Bro lying about other murders of this. But you popped him. So you can get another frog on your arm, bro. Now old boy got sick. Now old boy got 4 because he said he had 3 and the dude he smoked had 5. Well, now you got 4 because you smoked 9. So it's the goal to have your whole body to be like frogged up. And what happened to the teardrops?
It's a neighborhood thing. But I remember where Johnny's going to be going right now. I don't want to go too much further, but I want to see what is DJ Ghost going to have to say when Johnny gets into this next stage, because this is when I think that the red hair and all this stuff's going to come up.
Or are they trying to be different? Like, bro, we don't do teardrops. We do the frogs. I never heard this fool hood. And if you from his hood and you watching this, bro, the fuck is y'all problem? No, what's the frog for real? For real, let me know.
He couldn't get found, you know. I used to go undercover. I've had my hair red. I've had my hair blonde. You know what I mean? I've shaved my mustache off, wore glasses. I grew my hair long, shaved my head. I used to change my identity a lot.
Just to change your identity.
Yes,
to protect
exactly.
yourself from
Getting found, getting caught.
by who?
By the FBI for a while.
The FBI?
Yeah, the FBI was on me for a while.
Wow.
They were on me for total they were on me for about 10 years, due to the fact that I had 5 family members that were those guys.
If you could pass for Caucasian with blonde hair.
Yeah, it could, exactly. I used to cover up my tattoos with makeup.
Yeah.
You know, I used to do a lot of things, you know. Sometimes I
Bro
had my
got
mustache
hella
turned
prison
real small,
tattoos.
or I let my goatee and mustache and I'll shave
Where?
it real thin, you know what I mean? Or sometimes I'd wear glasses. If I had red hair before. Yeah, I had red hair before. They were looking for me for a double murder, and I changed my hair to red.
Bro, going on the run, and mind you, I've been on the run before, but I wasn't on the run for like nothing major. It's just that I had all right, so you can have bench warrants, right? If you don't go to court, you're supposed to go to court, and you don't show up, you can have a bench warrant. Police ain't gonna come looking for you unless you're in a small town. But for some reason, I was brought up in a shooting, right? Which I didn't know about. So, not that I was a shooter, I was there, whatever the case. And so the court date, it wasn't like, y'all know how people come out, it's your name, whoopty whoop, here's your subpoena, you been served. I didn't get served or none of that, bro. They just put me in the system, said I had to be to court, right?
Yeah. Okay. So, Johnny Shaba, he's on the run for double murder, and here comes his vato with a bench warrant. Oh man, dear Lord. I appreciate you, Big Ghost, DJ Ghost. Hopefully you do some more Johnny reactions. Hopefully you don't talk about doing time in California or how gangbanging works out here. I think you're originally from California, right? But you moved out to Las Vegas, something like that. I don't know. All right, before I go, I wanted to just, I found this on they did a thing before they were famous, right? Talking about DJ Ghost, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping, right? So I guess this was what he used to do, right? All this right here. I don't know what it means, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think I took that shot for Johnny. I had to back up Johnny. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out.